Hey guys, Daniel here with well, not really that damn brand, it's more D-Domain. But that damn brand presents D-Domain, I guess? Well, so today, I did not have a green screen for once because I got a new couch. So my old couch, it was falling apart. You've probably seen it in some pictures that I've kind of let it slip by. But got rid of that piece of shit and got a new one. It's not the greatest couch, but it's not falling apart, so it's thumbs up. Anywho, it's probably a one-time thing. Next, I want to bring back my green screen and have a really cool, good background. So I'm probably gonna do that next time. But anyway, today my topics are I actually didn't write down the first one, but I just read about it, so it's on top of my mind. It's about game developers at the Game Development Conference actually got together in a round table and discussed unionization, but we'll get into that after I list my topics. The other one would be Zen2 and MSI. There was a email that was sent to customer service, and the response they gave about backwards compatibility is not good. And movie reviews, Dumbo and Hellboy. Saw those two, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Anywho, back to the GDC, Game Developer Conference. So the Game Developer Conference was held at the beginning of, I think it was March, actually, at the end of March. I forgot the date, but this is normally when the game developers get together and they show off some stuff. I know Intel was there showing off their new chips and how it would help games. Ryzen was there to show off their stuff, and from my understanding, they gave a presentation on how to optimize games for Ryzen. And so it's kind of like more about it's more of a trade show rather than, I guess E3 is a trade show too, but it's more of a trade show for the people in the trade rather than like E3 being your announcements to everyone saying like, look at this badass game. Well, anywho, so there was a report that a bunch of game developers got together on the side. It wasn't an official event there, and they were talking about unionizing the game industry, which I think is pretty smart, personally, because Activision was with laying off, I think, 600 people. It's been a while. We reported it on a podcast, so I don't remember. It was a while ago, maybe like a month or two ago, the exact number. But for you who don't know, Activision recorded a record revenue for this year, and to reward their employees, they laid off 700 people. 7 or 600 people is one of those two numbers. So it's kind of like if you guys don't perform well and the games tank, you get laid off. But even if the games perform really, really well and you do the best that you've ever done, you still get laid off. So I think it's good for them to come together and find a way that they can keep their jobs and not just get laid off because stupid presidents, CEOs want to get a bonus. Like, these guys already make too much money. So yeah, I'm fully in support of the game developers. I hope that they do come together and find a way to have more say in the industry and not just be tossed away once it doesn't fit their company anymore. And kind of reminds me of the Nintendo story with I forget his name, but it was the past Nintendo VP or president that just passed away. When the Wii U was doing bad, what he did was, instead of firing people, he took a reduction in salary until the company came back. So, Nintendo's a prime example of how presidents should work, and I think since unfortunately American companies don't work that way, that the game developers do need to come together and take a stand, because honestly the games wouldn't happen without them. So they really do have a lot of power in this. Support out to them. Hope they get what they want, and hope they don't have to worry about where their next check's coming from, and if they're gonna be at the whatever job they're at in a month, just because someone wants a bonus. So good for them. Next topic. Zen2. So I didn't actually know what language it was in. It was in a different language, but it was translated. Someone sent customer service a question about their 300 level board, which, if you don't know, the 300 level is Zen 1 boards, not Zen 1 Plus. So it would be the ones that came out with Ryzen 1000, the Ryzen 1000 series. And they simply asked if Zen 2 will work with those boards, and MSI said no. While there's no official confirmation that they are going to work with the 2000 series boards, which I have, so I'm kind of looking out for that, because, you know, I bought the board because of the promise of being able to use the future chips. It's, you know, I kind of want to know, but it's kind of disappointing that they're doing that, even if it doesn't affect me directly. Obviously, like, that's not, you know, it affects a lot of people. And when AMD first released the AM4 socket, they said that the AM4 boards, or the AM4 boards, or even, you know, starting with the 3000, will be supported all the way till 2020, which is Zen 3. A lot of board manufacturers are saying that the power on those boards isn't enough. And I do remember seeing reviews of the board that I have, which is X470. I think mine's not a Strix, mine's a Crosshair 7. And a lot of people are saying that it was just complete overkill for a bunch of different things on the board. But if they were just future-proofing it for being able to be used on Zen 3, which is why Zen 3 and Zen 2, which is why I think I'm a little safe. That's, you know, they probably should have done that with the previous generation, but maybe they just didn't know enough. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing to me that AMD would go back on that promise. If you were an early adopter, and you adopted early because of that promise, thinking that, hey, you know, I'll get this round, and then in 2 years, when the better one comes out, the one that everyone really, really wants, then I'll just upgrade. You know, they really got shafted. And it sucks, because these were your early adopters. These were the ones that helped you get to where you are now, where you're outselling Intel like crazy. I think it's like their market share is 68% or something crazy, where Intel only has like a third of the market. So, you know, these are the people who helped you get there, and you shouldn't do shit like that. You should at least release a version of that chip, and maybe they are, and it just hasn't been out yet, or been not been out yet, but it hasn't been announced yet. They should at least release a version of their chip that maybe has lower power, may not hit the higher clock speeds, but it's lower power, so they can use something that's better than what they have now, but not quite as good, but, you know, still living up to your promise. If that really does come true, and I don't know if it's a board manufacturer decision or if it's an AMD decision, but either way, it's going to be disappointing, because the promise was that they would be able to use their older boards on the newer stuff when they were released up to 2020. And I'm checking the clock the date right now, and it's 2019. You know, that's not what you promised. And I hope you guys make it better soon. We want some better news. Did I even say what they? Oh yeah, I did say what. So again, this is just a board manufacturer, and it was just customer service, so we don't know how true that is. They could have just said something that they didn't know, but disappointing, very disappointing. And this one's going faster than I thought. Now on to Dumbo and Hellboy. So I saw Dumbo a week ago. I saw Hellboy an hour ago. And I will start with Dumbo. Dumbo was getting a bunch of bad reviews. And do I think those reviews are warranted? Not really. I didn't think the movie was great. I didn't think the movie did anything special. I think it looked good though. Pink elephants were kind of cool. I thought those were cool. But I don't know. It was kind of weird. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I think Disney needs to get rid of Tim Burton. Tim Burton sucks. Sorry. I do like Nightmare Before Christmas, but what he's done recently has been garbage. Fucking Willy Wonka's horrible. This movie wasn't that great. I feel like Oh, Alice in Wonderland. That's the other thing they tried using him for. That shit was garbage too. So, yeah, they need to go back to being Disney and not trying to be like, I don't know what the fuck they are trying to be with these movies with Tim Burton. Just goofy ass stupid shit that doesn't make any sense. And they probably only sell because it has Disney on the title. Maybe don't. Maybe I'm part of the problem. I go see stupid shit and they keep making. Well, anyway, it's not that bad of a movie. It's not a great movie. I don't feel like it's anything special. And you know, I don't like ruining the plots. And you already know the plot of Dumbo for the most part. There's an elephant that can fly. So yeah, I don't know what to say about it. You know, the main character is a CG animal. If you're really a big Disney fan, go see it. If you aren't, you probably don't have to see it, and you probably would not miss anything in your life. But that's my non-spoilers review or opinion. Next is a non-spoilers review of Hellboy. Now, Hellboy is getting shit on. I was very, very concerned when I saw all the reviews are saying it's bad. I saw Angry Joe. I just saw like his first 30 seconds just to see how bad it was, or how bad he would say it was. Metacritic gave it I think I was at a 36 last time I saw, which is not good. 36 out of 100. Well, Hellboy, I thought it was kind of goofy. Thought it was really, really goofy actually. I didn't think it was. Again, it's another alright film. I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying it was. I didn't think it was bad in general. Like, it was kind of cliche, kind of. I don't know. Everything. It was very safe in my opinion. It was a very safe movie, and Hellboy, the character Hellboy, was just punny. It was a very punny movie. That's the best way to put it. It was very cliche and punny. So it was gory. The CGI fucking sucked though. That is one thing that I'll say is garbage. Whenever they went to a CGI battle or animation, you can tell that it was CGI and it looked fucking awful. I don't know what's with these movies that are making shitty ass CGI, but that really annoys me. I don't know. It set it up for a sequel, so if you want to see the second one, go see the first one. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was good. I think it's another one of those movies that you can definitely pass and not lose sleep at night. But yeah, I don't know. These movies are getting boring. But I guess maybe I'm going to too many movies because I do have cinema, which I do not recommend. I've had too many problems with them. So I kind of just go to movies because the movies are going to expire that I already paid for. I bought an annual pass, so I'm kind of just stuck in it until it expires. And next time I have a D domain, I don't know if I want to touch Avengers because it's already good. Everyone knows it's gonna be good. So if my spoiler-free movies, all I can say is like, it's good. So maybe I'm gonna go see Penguins. I can talk about Penguins, I guess. So I'll talk about Penguins and Avengers. Let's just say Avengers was good. Now moving on to Penguins. That's probably how it'll work. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I'll get a backdrop next time. That'll be pretty awesome. Maybe I'll have better topics next time. I kind of didn't really have anything to talk about this time. But I do want to maintain some sort of consistency. So, this is me giving it my fair chance or my college try, whatever they call it. I heard Matt say that before. I've never heard it before that. But yeah, I've been Daniel. This has been my domain, the D domain, and I will talk to you later, hopefully with something more interesting. Peace.